Welcome back. Last time, we focused on using Claude Code in real work, not toy demos. This recap sets up why recovery matters next. Part 10 gave you 7 daily workflows. Explore, debug, test, refactor, PR, docs, and images each give Claude a clear job. Specific prompts were the big unlock. When you reference files, give constraints, and ask for verification, Claude has less room to drift. You also learned the order of operations. Explore first, then implement. For larger changes, plan mode keeps thinking separate from doing. Large tasks work better when you split them. Smaller steps make errors visible before they ripple across the whole project. Session management was the other habit. Name sessions, continue them, and fork them when the current path needs a clean branch. For parallel work, Git work trees keep separate features from fighting each other. That matters because today we add a faster safety net. If this video helps you understand Claude Code checkpoints, please give it a like and subscribe. Think of this like the undo stack in a document editor. One bad experiment should not trap the rest of your work. Every time you send a message, it is like pressing Ctrl+S. Claude saves the current state for you automatically. Then you try something that gets messy. Maybe the approach is too broad, too invasive, or just wrong for the project. Instead of manually undoing edits, you scroll back to an earlier save point. That point has the old conversation and files. Now you can try a different direction fast. The value is speed, because the failed branch does not become a cleanup project. This is temporary experimentation before Git. Git keeps the result you trust. Checkpoints let you discover that result safely. Now let's put names on the 4 pieces. These words are small, but they control the whole workflow. Think of a checkpoint as a snapshot. It captures messages, file edits by Claude, tool usage history, and the session context. Think of rewind as jumping back to an earlier frame in a video. It restores conversation, code, or both to that point. Think of a session as one conversation chat. You can have multiple chats and resume any of them later. Think of a diff as the before and after view. Before you restore files, Claude shows what changed. Here is why this matters. You do not need a separate habit for saving experimental work. The trigger is simple, every user message. Each prompt becomes another point you can return to. The snapshot is automatic. You do not run a save command, and you do not need to remember a checkpoint shortcut first. Conversation state is part of it. That means the reasoning path and prior messages can move back with the code. File modifications by Claude are part of it too. That is the piece that makes rewind useful during coding experiments. Tool usage history is included as context. The restored chat knows what happened before the checkpoint. When you need the browser, use either door. Press escape twice, or type /rewind. /checkpoint is the same command. Both open the checkpoint browser, where you choose a saved state and decide how much to restore. The browser is not abstract. It shows you when the moment happened, what you asked, and which files changed. At 10:45, the example shows add user authentication. The changed files are src/auth.ts and src/routes.ts. At 10:32, the selected point is create database schema. The changed artifacts are schema.sql and migrations. At 10:15, the initial setup shows package.json and tsconfig.json. The timeline gives you enough detail to pick safely. Once you select a point, The important question is scope. You choose the part of the past you want back. Restore code and conversation is the full reset. Use it when the entire path was wrong and you want the old chat back. Restore conversation only keeps your current files. Use it when the code is fine, but the chat needs to go back. Restore code only keeps the full chat. Use it when you want the current discussion, but the files need to revert. Summarize from here compresses instead of discarding. Use it when the detour contains lessons you still want in context. Never mind cancels the operation. Nothing changes, and you keep working from the current state. Now separate this from Git. The two tools solve different problems, and mixing them up causes real pain. The scope is different. Checkpoints capture both your conversation history and your file changes together. Git tracks only file edits. The conversation stays invisible to it. Persistence is different. Checkpoints are automatically retained for 30 days and then expire. Git commits are permanent. They stay as long as the repo exists. Granularity is different. Checkpoints happen every message. Git history changes when you make a commit. Speed is different. Checkpoints happen automatically with every message. No action required from you. Git requires a deliberate commit step each time you want to save progress. Sharing is different. Checkpoints are not shareable. Git commits can move across branches, teammates, and review. Bash changes are the warning. Checkpoints do not track bash side effects. Git tracks those changes only if they become committed files. This pattern is the practical payoff. You can take risks because you know where the return point is. Start at checkpoint A. That is the last known good state before the experiment begins. Everything from this point forward is fully reversible. Try approach 1. Let Claude make the attempt, even if you are not fully sure it will work. If tests fail, treat that as signal. You learned something without making the failed design permanent. Rewind to A. That removes the bad path and puts you back at the clean starting point. Try approach 2. This attempt benefits directly from what the first attempt taught you. You are not starting fresh, you carry the lesson forward. When tests pass, the experiment has produced a result worth keeping. That passing signal is when you stop exploring and start committing. Then run git commit to make the result official. That commit marks the clear boundary between temporary checkpoint exploration and your permanent project history. Here is the edge you must respect. A checkpoint is powerful, but it is not a time machine for everything on your machine. Bash command side effects are not tracked. If you remove files, move folders, or change a database through bash, use backups or migrations. External changes are not tracked either. If your editor saves something outside Claude Code, protect that work with Git. Checkpoints are not a replacement for Git. Use them for speed, then commit important milestones for permanence. Here is the full failure flow. You ask Claude to migrate the database layer to SQL Alchemy, ORM. It opens src/db/queries.py, writes src/db/models.py, edits 47 raw SQL queries, then runs PyTest tests/db. The result is 23 failures because the ORM query syntax is incompatible with PostgreSQL 13. That is when Claude recommends reverting and trying a lighter-weight query builder. After the failed attempt, the browser gives you a clean decision point. You are not stuck untangling every edit by hand. The current 11.02 checkpoint contains the bad path. It created src/db/models.py and edited src/db/queries.py. The 1041 checkpoint is the safer target. It only contains the index migration and migrations/003 add index.sql. From there, choose both. That means restore code and conversation, not just one side of the session. Now the bad branch is gone. Claude restores the 1041 checkpoint, discards 47 ORM edits, removes src/db/models.py, and puts src/db/queries.py back to its original state. The next prompt can ask for a thin query builder wrapper instead of a full ORM. Let's make the same pattern smaller. Caching is a perfect example because the first idea often becomes too heavy. Start at a good state and ask for Redis caching. Claude implements the experiment from the current checkpoint. If the result is too complex for the use case, say that directly. The failed branch has done its job. Press Escape twice, select the checkpoint from before Redis was attempted, and restore both your code and your conversation to that earlier state. Then ask Claude to try a simple in-memory root cache instead. Same caching problem, but a design that is much lighter and easier to maintain. If that version is better, commit it to Git. Checkpoints help you find the right shape. Sometimes you do not want to throw the detour away. After exploring Redis caching for 20 messages, select the pre-Redis checkpoint and choose Summarize from here. Add the note, focus on why Redis was rejected. The original messages stay preserved in the transcript, but the active context gets freed for the next approach. The clean workflow is simple. Work normally with automatic checkpoints, then use Git when you trust the result. First, ask Claude to implement the payment module. Checkpoints appear at each step while the work develops. If you are happy, commit with the message feat::payment module. That makes the milestone permanent. If you are not happy, rewind and try again. Git commits are permanent, checkpoints are for exploration. Let's cover the mistakes. These are the habits that make people either overtrust checkpoints or avoid them entirely. First, do not rely on checkpoints instead of Git commits. Checkpoints expire after 30 days and cannot be shared. Second, do not expect checkpoints to track database changes. Only file edits by Claude are tracked, so use backups or migrations. Third, do not fear losing work. Rewind exists so you can explore freely while the old state stays preserved. Fourth, do not use checkpoints to undo changes made outside Claude Code. External editor changes belong in Git. Fifth, do not push through a long session when context gets heavy. Rewind or compact before quality drops. The decision framework is this. Use checkpoints when you want fast recovery during exploration. Open them with escape twice, /rewind, or /checkpoint. Choose restore when you need to jump back, and choose summarize from here when the failed path still taught you something. Keep Git for permanent, shareable milestones. In Part 12, we move into advanced features, plan mode, effort levels, auto mode, and background tasks with /tasks and Control B.